everyone, and welcome back to the HIGH-5 podcast, HIGH-5 After Dark. I'm your host, Malcolm, from Malcolm&Mary, and today we're going to take a peek at some beautiful products off the shelves of HIGH-5. I'm joined by my coworkers and colleagues. Thank y'all so much for coming out and partying, as always. And today, I'm going to get us started because I have to do this on the go. And today, we're trying something a little different. We've got some medicated cooking oil, and this is the Savor variety from Ola. OLA. These little guys are a edible company, and they are powered by Skagit Organics. I'm guessing that's the farm. It's 20 milligrams of THC, CBD, and CBG. This is 2 servings, so we're going to go ahead and only use half of this. Also, when it comes to things like oil, this is a lot of oil. And these are supposed to be like the single serving options. And they also have the bottle. So this is like the 10 milligram single serve option, even though they're, 20 milligrams. But even on the back, it says half a pouch equals 1 serving, 10 milligrams THC, CBD, and CBG. So they are a 1-to-1. Directions: splash 1 serving in your drink or on top of your favorite food. I like that direction. Once again, and I don't necessarily think it's correct. If it's oil, you wouldn't just splash oil on top of your favorite food. You wouldn't do that. You just wouldn't do that.
No, that's why I'm like a little confused.
You wouldn't do that.
It's a great concept, but I'm very intrigued to see what people do.
Exactly. And they give you the little scanner to look up different recipes, which we did look up, but these are like 30 ingredient recipes. You know what I'm saying? Like deep fried carrot cake balls and asparagus split pea soup. And it's like, okay, I don't think the stoner coming, I shouldn't even say that. You can't categorize, you can't stereotype, I can't carry a prejudice. But I don't think the average consumer is coming into a dispo looking like, how can I medicate my split pea soup tonight? I don't think, you know what I'm saying, and make it from scratch. I just don't think that most people have that in their locker. But nevertheless, besides that, we're definitely going to crack this bad boy open and give it a little yaya. I love this idea. I love the concept. First things first, what we are going to do and this is the Sesame Ginger variety in the Savor. They also have the walnut vanilla and the orange cardamom. I chose the Sesame Ginger because we don't have a lot of time. The only thing I could think of to do was like instant noodles, but do it in a dry saute, kind of like a wok fry, and then use the oil pouch along with the packet seasoning, just to kind of keep it dry, no broth, but the oil would replace the broth and make it more of like a lo mein or like a kind of like a pad thai noodle, kind of Asian inspiration on noodle. But we're gonna crack this bad boy open. It has this to open lid, push down and turn. Beautiful, opens right up. We love that, and immediately, it's literally spilling out the yaya. Spilling out the yaya already. Smells like sesame. I don't really get a lot of ginger. I want to taste this. It's bright. Sometimes ginger comes across as lemon? That's what this is giving me. But anyways, let's see. This spills like everywhere. You can't really pour this because it spills everywhere. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's got a darker color to it as well. It is very oily. It's super viscous. Very, very viscous. But what I'm going to do is, we've got our sauteed pan hanging out on the stovetop. It's on medium-low heat. I also have, coming back. All right, we've got some par-cooked noodles, right? Par-cooked noodles. These are fully cooked noodles. But basically, I take them, cook them in water, take them out, cool them down in the refrigerator or the freezer, whichever method is quickest. And this way they maintain their, I don't have a fork next to me, I was going to do it with my hand, but they maintain their toothsome texture, they tighten up, just so that when they are reintroduced to a sauce or reintroduced to a broth, you still have a great mouthfeel and they're not just soggy noodles, you know what I mean? But this is going to now go into the saute pan with half of this yaya and the seasoning packet. This is not going to be the only thing that flavors this. And I think that they're actually going to play really well. So we'll see how this goes as I'm cooking this. But we're going to jump over to Caitlin. What are we trying tonight on the podcast, Caitlin?
Trying a couple of things. First and foremost, I am doing I guess you could call it
Now, were they like the Double Delicious capsules? Like, were they liquid inside, or were they more like powdery?
First we got a kids-proof container,
Nice.
which it's not adult-proof. Like these bag. It's kind of like an old Altoids tin thing.
Yeah, sure.
This is embarrassing.
Like kid-proof and Katie.
But it's these little tablets, and it says on their thing to take with water.
Okay.
Yeah, like you take it with water. So
So they just look like little pills type thing.
yeah.
Okay.
And there's 20 in there, and they're 5 milligrams. And if you found small, I will say 10 milligrams for me. I think that's impressive. So
Yeah.
and
Do these have CBN with them?
yes, so they have THC, CBD, SPB, and they're for nighttime. Like, which is funny because they put on here that it says it may be delayed for hours. Like, it was
I feel like they kind of just have to put that on there for people. If they have a fast-acting formula and they also have that on there, but, there's always going to be the people that are like, well, this didn't, this wasn't as fast-acting. They still need to have that as like a backup for them to be like, well, it can't be delayed by up to 2 hours no matter what, so.
Yeah. And I'm impressed. And they even go on to talk about how they're using nano emulsification to break down in the bloodstream so that it works faster than traditional edibles. That's on the packaging. And what I really like is that their distributor is Rochester Farms, and I'm a huge Rochester Farms fan. It's got their little logo and everything. Right there.
I like Elegant Solutions. They've been doing some bad food that have been actually pretty solid, so.
Yeah. Bottoms up.
Okay. And what's the second thing that we are trying?
Like the bill. I was supposed to try this on Sunday, but I didn't feel cool.
Oh, that's right.
This is the Sherbet Cream Pie by Blue Roots. It's cross strains or ice cream cake and sherbet, which are 2 of my favorite types of strains. It looks really nice in the packaging. I love Blue Roots packaging because it's all weed focused. Like, I don't know if I get my camera focused, but
There
like,
you go.
you can see what you're buying fully.
And just cute jars.
Yeah. Like an opening, there we go. And I haven't opened it yet, I haven't smelled it. They're super nicely sealed. So they always come with this rubber seal. I like Blue Roots a lot. That smells so good. That's the sherbet coming through. It's so sweet. It's skunky. It smells like it's the ice cream cake strains. I love it. So I'm super excited to smoke this. Pull it out. And that's what that looks like.
Beautiful.
It's super not a whole bunch of give.
Nice.
You're not even getting a whole bunch of spam even.
Excellent.
I can't wait to break this down. And I got 2 little nuggies. Okay. We're getting extra camera action today.
Yeah, baby.
So I'm excited. I'm gonna go with the smaller nug, but I'm smoking this out of my HIGH-5 pipe.
Cute.
So those are my products.
Okay. Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Excellent. And Katie, we'll check back in. Of course, Blue Roots in that top shelf as well. Like to see them coming out with different strains and executing them really, really well. That Sherb, what is it? Sherb what?
It's Sherbet Cream Pie. It's ice cream cake and sherbet.
Beautiful.
Sorry, it's not even sherbet. It's Sherbet EX1.
Yes. Okay, excellent. A phenotype of sherbet, literally. Yes. Okay, excellent. Okay, now, have you tried, you've tried Blue Roots, yeah?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I am a huge fan of their Sapphire collection. I like a lot of the strains from there, specifically Permanent Marker. I really like Permanent Marker.
Beautiful. Okay, hell yeah. Okay. Well, Katie, we'll check back in with you. And how are we smoking that today?
Nut pipe.
Beautiful. Excellent. Okay, and what's the pipe's name?
It doesn't have a pipe, but it is a HIGH-5 pipe. So,
Oh, cute.
Needs a name.
Dirty.
Give it a name.
The high-five.
Right now, right here, right now, it needs a name. Martha.
Martha. Have y'all seen Baby Reindeer?
No.
Not yet. There's so much
You
drama.
might want to rethink the name Martha.
Hey.
No, I'm just kidding. Martha's a great name. She just plays the
That's my
character.
godmother's name.
I love
She
that.
was a plus-size fashion icon. I've so many fashion photos of her.
I love that. That's way better than the Martha from the TV show. The Martha from the TV show kind of psycho.
We do love a cycle. Okay, very
You
fair.
would not love this psycho. You would be at the door with a knife. Like,
Absolutely.
that can me. No, Martha.
Very fair. Okay, thank you, Caitlin. And then Wanda, what are we checking out tonight on the podcast?
So I have permanent marker. It is a 2-pack pre-roll.
Excellent.
And I'm already kind of docking at points for the packaging.
Uh-oh.
I have short nails because I just cut my nails. Like I just clipped them. And it was one of those where you have to like rip it down the side. And those are always really annoying for me. Especially after I have trimmed my nails. And so I was sitting here prior to starting because I kind of already figured it was going to be a little bit of an issue. And it took me a while to where I like was not paying attention to the time because I was like, oh no, it's not coming off. But there are also some pros to the packaging. I do like that it has the lineage, it has the terpene profile, and it has like an effects profile too.
Beautiful.
But at the same time, I don't know if it's maybe just the one that I got, but it does have a lot of like, it's small print and then big print and then small print, so it's like squished, and so it's hard to read some of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
But upon opening it,
What's that smell like?
very lemony,
Excellent.
also very earthy,
Beautiful. Any diesel or gas notes?
a little bit of gas notes too.
Okay.
Same on the dry pulp, same like flavor profile. I'm getting lemon, gas, and a little bit of sweet earthiness.
Okay. Now, how is that rolled?
It's rolled really well.
Nice.
Like, it's not too tight. It's not like buckling in any spots really.
Beautiful. It's a great word.
And it just looks like it's gonna smoke really well.
Excellent. Can you tell what papers those are? Does it have it on the filter at all?
It does not.
Okay. But it does look like an unbleached paper for sure. But I'm excited. And those are 2 half grams.
They're 0.7.
Ooh. Okay. And these are non-infused.
They're not.
Yes. Non-infused from Blue Roots and 2.7. So we do love that already. And Blue Roots is kind of in the middle tier. And have you tried Blue Root pre-rolls before, Wanda?
No, this is gonna be a first-time experience.
Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. All right, well, Wanda, we'll check in with you and see how that progresses, how it burns, how it smokes. Get some feedback. And then Emily, thank you, Wanda. What are we trying tonight on the podcast?
I'm going to be trying our new budget pre-roll option. I know Wanda just recently did one of the Jungle Driver from Articulated. I'm going to be doing the Oreos from Articulated. Honestly, I just need to know if there's something better out there than Wildfire, for that price point. I know that Wildfires, anytime I've ever tried smoking one, like it's gone out on me, like it doesn't stay lit, it tastes about these guys. So, I love Oreos. Oreos is a really great strain. I've had a long day. I'm hoping that it does achieve what it normally does for me, which is a nice little indica feeling hybrid, very calm, relaxed, happy. And maybe you can get an appetite. Seeing Malcolm eat makes me a little hungry. So, I mean, I'm not like, I got Scooby on the dry pull.
Uh-oh.
Back a point.
Right. Boop. Just like that. Yep, Katie. Yeah.
Alright, well, let me see.
Not again.
Every fucking time.
Oh, God.
I'm docking points already for that.
Oh, God.
Okay, but I have to remember for what you're paying.
Right.
For what you're paying. This is what I'm trying to remember. I've been spoiled. The flavor doesn't come through near strong. Like, it's super subtle. There are little hints of like a vanilla-y, tobacco-y type
Nice.
flavor to it, but it also has a little bit of like a hay taste to it too.
Okay.
So it's very like subtle. You know, it's not like in my face Oreos. And also when I was doing dry pulls, I could hear the paper like, you know, like, yeah. So I'm not like overly impressed. There are some spots where I could see might cause an issues, but again, for what you are paying, this looks better than the other
Option.
option.
Yeah.
So if you're like, look, I got $2 off of looks only,
Yeah.
I'm referring this guy. I'm gonna be honest though. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. All right. And that's the which one is that again? Not White Runs, but
Oreos.
Oreos. Beautiful. From Articulated. Big shout out to Articulated. Yeah, and I'm very excited to see. Very excited to see. Because the only way to know, and also I will say this in advance, when you have super, super budget tier, like that's the cheapest pre-roll in that category, you know what I'm saying, in our pre-roll category.
This is
Of
like the cheapest fucking product that we have.
Literally, quite literally. When you have things that are that cheap, sometimes, and even that's the same price. You know what I'm saying? But when you have things that are that cheap from a certain brand, they have 5 different strains, 4 different strains. It's very common for them to like hit the nail on the head for one of them. And then the rest kind of be budget tier quality. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see if they're as consistent across the board with all of their strains. Because even Blazed has some strains when even in their flower, you're like, whoa, like that mimosa looks great. And then the other 6 things are just complete, would not recommend. You know what I'm saying? So it happens all the time in the budget tier. Old McDonald's, same. You know what I'm saying? Bodega Buds, same. It happens all the time. They do one batch, one strain great, and then the other 4 be not so yeah. But anyways, we'll check back in with you and see how that goes. I'm excited to hear what you think. Thank you, Emily. And then this is the Ola in the, it's all the way over there. But anyways, this is the Sesame Ginger in the cannabis oil, cooking oil. Now, with the dry pasta, I put the oil into the pan, let it heat up. And the oil just, it looks very unassuming. Put the pasta in, and the pasta like soaked it up immediately. Like literally immediately. I couldn't see any more oil to the point where the pasta started to stick to the bottom of the pan. So I don't know what that has to do with cannabis, but I don't think that that's as common with regular cooking oil, at least in my experiences. What I did was I kept, I kept some of the starch pasta water from cooking it on the side to kind of, I didn't know if I was going to want more of a saucy thing. I didn't know if it was going to separate or break once I put it into the pan. So I was like, okay, I'll just strain some of the water, keep it on the side, and I'm glad I did because that protected the bottom of the pan from having the pasta stick to it. Now, I did use the entire thing because when I put only half in there, besides the other 10% that I spilled everywhere, I felt like it didn't even coat all of the pasta. You know what I'm saying? And that was one serving of a ramen packet, you know? So I did use the entire 20 milligrams. Flavor-wise, well, I'll go with the smell. Smell-wise, It smelled like typical ramen. A little bit more lemony, like it had a little bit more of a fresh kind of tint. But in all honesty, could I taste weed? No. No, I don't taste any weed at all. Complete sesame and ginger with ramen. Like this, of course, we had the seasoning packet as well. But like, we had to get our dose of sodium and high blood pressure. But this was definitely really, really nice. As far as like an artisan oil to use and not also hinder the flavor of the dish you're making. This is like date rape cooking when you put shit in something and somebody doesn't even know as a prank. Not date rape, that's a terrible term. But this is like honeymoon dinner in Jamaica and she has no clue and she also smokes and it's a fun little, little prank, or an April Fool's Day. Or a good Thanksgiving prank. This would be an amazing Thanksgiving Day prank. Because you wouldn't know. You literally would not know. And if this also, I did this with ramen. If this was the yakisoba, you couldn't have told me different. My breath right now, all I smell is a yakisoba, like sesame, like noodle. That's the only thing I smell. So literally great for hiding the flavor of weed and still getting your medication in. Big shout out to everybody cooking with weed and enjoying it. This is a fun way to do it. And this isn't as much of an investment. I don't know if this has a shelf life on the bottle. I have to check it to see if it ever does expire or go bad. I know oils can last for a really, really long time, sometimes over a year, 2 years. You know what I mean? And still not lose its potency or quality. But flavor-wise, really, really nice. I thought that it went down super smooth. I didn't miss the broth from the ramen at all. I like the oil saute, I like a dry noodle as well. Honestly, noodles in any form, I'll take them. But this was a really fun experiment. I thoroughly enjoyed it. As far as desired effects, do I feel anything? Yes. And when it comes to metabolizing cannabinoids, I feel like when you are eating things, the warmer they are, the quicker that it metabolizes. Because it's the same thing with like drinking water. In a restaurant, many tables will say, please water, no ice. Because your body has to heat that water up once it's consumed in order to metabolize it. It has to bring it to temperature. Just like athletes, or like, when I was growing up playing sports, like they'd make you drink warm Gatorade, and I hated that shit. Because it gets the electrolytes in your system so much faster. But it's like, dude, I don't want to drink that urine. And it's the yellow and the orange. The orange flavor is my favorite, don't get me wrong. But the yellow flavor, hot, is like, it's PTSD. It's torture. It's torture. And we used to have to do that for varsity. And I hated that shit. Coach Franco, man, I hated that shit. Yeah, I motherfucking know that shit, and I hate that shit. Big shout out to Coach Franco and Robbo. But nevertheless, this is kind of like reminding me of that, as opposed to having like a gummy or like a cool beverage or like a sorbet or something like that. This, I fully feel it in my chest, in my stomach, in my thighs, but that's about it for now. It has been super soon. I did also scarf that down, so I feel like I'm gonna get a Walla Walla punch in just a moment, but we'll see what happens. Katie, how are we feeling so far off of that?
The night caps, because I know originally how they hit at like between 11 and midnight, or definitely it's like more heightened now. I feel like me and a good pillow could really make some magic happen, and like I can fall asleep right now.
Okay. Are you only a pillow on your head? Do you like a pillow in your arms? Do you like a pillow in between your legs? What's your style?
My favorite is a pillow like crooked right here, and then my husband in my arms.
Yeah. Yeah, as you should. There was only one answer. There was only one correct answer. That was great. Excellent. Okay, very fair. There's no pillow like it. There's no pillow like it. A significant other? No. Even in a one-night stand, I'd be like this. Naked as hell. All up on her. Love that. Okay. Very, that's right. Okay, very fair. Okay, now, so it's giving you, more drowsy, or would you say it's drowsy?
I wouldn't say even drowsy or like sedating.
Okay.
Like, I feel like super wired down. Like, you know, like when that's what's happening. Like, I don't really have something in my mouth. I'm really relaxed. I don't feel sedated. I just feel calm and comfortable. I feel snuggly right now.
Perfect. Yes. Okay.
It feels really good. And that's kind of how I was feeling originally. Like, I was even talking to my husband because he's staying up late tonight. And I was like, you know, like, I feel awake. I feel fine. But again, if I'm horizontal, I'm out. I'm gonna be out. I don't feel like tired or like drowsy, you know?
Right.
Like I'm just comfortable. But the second that I do get even more comfortable, I know I'm gone.
It's on.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I like that I've only had 10 milligrams or 20 milligrams. And I can feel fine. I like that it's split up into 5 milligram pieces, 20 tablets total.
Okay.
Because then I have an option of like if I just need a little like boost to what I'm doing, like say you are smoking too, but you don't want to smoke a lot. This would be a really great like little boost or add-on to it. And you don't even chew it. You don't chew anything.
Okay.
At least unless they did it wrong, I was swallowing like straight up pills.
Oh.
Because it says take with water.
It's got to be a pill. It has to be. It has to be.
I didn't chew it because it's so tiny. Like at least for me, it's so tiny. It says take with water, so.
Okay.
Like, that's how I would assume those instructions, and obviously that worked.
Gotcha.
But yeah, they feel really good. On top of that though, the Sherb cream pie, I think might be my new Blue Roots strain. It's so sweet. On like inhale, on exhale, it's kind of gassy. It's kind of skunky. It's really good. It's not harsh. Blue Roots is always. I really like a lot of their stuff. Not all their strains, but a lot of their strains. I like that. That's the night who's talking. I'm giving it a half a good time. I'm not coughing a lot. It's tasting really good. I know that it's partially the reason why I'm slurring my words right now. I really want to take my lashes off, but like that's where I'm at with this combination.
Beautiful. Okay, and I'm glad you're enjoying the Sherb cream pie as much as you are. A customer came in last week and was like, "Yeah, I just had that shrimp cream pie." He's like, "Man, it's so good," but I'm like trying not to get it again. He's like, "I already did it twice," and I was like, "Okay, no worries. Like, we'll peruse and check it out. Whatever else you're thinking." And we literally looked for another 25 seconds, and he was like, "No, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll get a quarter of it." And he was looking for a gram. That man was looking for a gram, and he was like, "I'll get 7 grams of it." And I was like, "Damn." I was like, I mean, I love sherbet as well. I love sherbet strains. I was like, I get it. And then you pull out those jars of the quarters. Those nugs look stupid. The quarter jars look stupid. I was like, I have to put this on the podcast. Like, and he was a normal, you know what I'm saying, shopper. He came in all the time. But I was like, when customers are regulars and they come in and they're like, nah, third time's a charm. Like, I just need it one more time. I'm like, okay, that's like a little flag.
I gauge a lot of that off of Riley too.
Yeah. Yes.
Riley's a gram shopper, and if he gets multiples of one or even more, quantity, I'm like,
Yep.
so is that good?
Yep. Absolutely. And these are people that, smoke just as much as we do, and if not more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So big shout out to all the customers at HIGH-5, as always.
Yes.
Big shout out to all the customers. And big shout out to Boris. He was unfortunate today, but he will be back. He will be back. He will rise again. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Katie. And then Wanda, how are we feeling?
I really like it. I will say I feel like I could smoke the other one and be where I want to be.
Okay.
But as far smoke the other one and just be fine.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I really, really liked it. It was really tasty.
Okay. Flavor scale of 1 through 10, what would you give it?
8.
Beautiful. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Okay. As far as the smoothness, 1 through 10, what would you give it?
I'd say 8 again, yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. And would you consider this more of a head high or a body high so far?
Body.
Wonderful. Where?
It kind of is like starting from the neck down
Okay.
into my shoulders.
Okay. And is this uplifting at all?
I'd say, yeah. I mean, it has a little bit of like calming as well,
Okay.
but it's like an uplifted calm.
Okay. Do you feel happier than when you started? Do you feel more mood enhanced? Or no?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And this is the permanent marker.
Yes.
Wonderful. Does anything about this profile, flavor, or the scent remind you of a permanent marker? That kind of Sharpie yaya?
Not really.
Okay. Rob was telling me that is why it has that name, is because of that more kind of like...
I can see why some people might think so, but for me, a lot more of the lemon comes out.
Beautiful. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. And as far as the potency out of 10, what would you give this?
8.5.
Beautiful. Okay. Very, very solid. Okay. And is this something that you would smoke before bed or at this time of the night, your next time trying it? Or would you be like, nah, I think this will suit me better at, 6 p.m. or 12 p.m.? What do you think?
I'd say probably like this time would be a good time to smoke it. It's kind of like calming, but like you're still gonna do a couple more things before bed. You're just kind of getting yourself prepared for that.
Okay. Excellent. But still a nighttime strain, in your opinion.
Yeah, and I would agree because it says on the actual packaging that it has indica effects. So I was like, at first I wasn't sure because like under it says creative, aroused, tingly, talkative. So I thought it was going to be more like
Giddy or...
more giddy, more uplifting, but it's a good balance of both.
Beautiful. Excellent. Okay. And would you say that this is anxiety prone, or do you consider it more relaxing?
It's relaxing.
Beautiful. Excellent. Okay, wonderful. Big shout out to the permanent marker from Blue Roots. Thank you, Wanda. And then Emily, what are we thinking so far?
So I have been dying to talk about this because it's weird. Here's the joint. I have a lot of thoughts about this, Malcolm.
Okay.
Here's the joint. I literally smoked it. Look at, you see how close that is to the filter?
Yes.
Impressed, for one. There was no flavor though. Like,
Okay.
I will tell you, I did not taste what normally Oreo strains give me. You
Gotcha.
know, there is nothing like that. But it sure as fuck made me hungry. I was a little hungry before, but this definitely made me I'm definitely looking forward to snacking when I'm done. I am feeling quite stoned. I wouldn't say where I want to be for the night. I'm for sure gonna continue to smoke after that, but it was a really nice overall. I can't say other than the Scoobies was a lot. It kind of stopped towards the first quarter after being done. I didn't really get any more Scoobies, which was nice.
Gotcha.
Also, I didn't have to relight it. I did have to correct it a little bit. But I coughed a tiny bit at the beginning, and honestly, for what you are paying, I understand why people are coming back for these.
Right.
I was looking at elements can lead to wildfire.
Well,
So this is great. It's going to send wildfire running. I'll tell you what. I think that they're kind of in danger now.
wow.
Because this is really smooth. It was smooth. Would I buy it again if I want to get stoned? Probably not. But only because there are so many other things that I am willing to get over this.
Right.
That taste better, smell better, have an overall better experience. But for what you are paying, this is great. Honestly, this is great. I didn't feel the need to put it out halfway through. I didn't feel the need to say, fuck this joint and get a different one. And I'm picky.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Now, would you consider this though as the potency out of 10? What would you give it?
Like potency as far as flavor and
No effects.
Oh, it's effects.
Yes.
I'm gonna give it like a solid 7.
Okay.
6.5.
Okay.
It's a good starter. You know, like
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I really haven't been smoking a lot of joints recently, just due to circumstances. Like just annoying shit. This is bad, but I smoke a lot in my car. Parked, but like I smoke in it and I don't have my car right now and I'm driving my boyfriend's car and he doesn't smoke in his car, so I don't smoke in it. So I haven't. I've just been vaping a lot more, which is not normally my thing, but so I feel like this is hitting me maybe because my tolerance has been a little bit funky recently this last week, and I really have been taking a step back from smoking joints, and I smoke joints like people who are addicted to cigarettes, you know what I mean? So, effects though, yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid like 7. It's pleasant for what it is.
Beautiful. Okay. And remember, super budget. Sometimes that's all you can ask for.
Super budget.
Yes.
But if you're looking to get hungry, I feel like this is a good one.
And
like,
then,
look, it may not taste great, but it'll get you hungry and
yes.
you'll feel good.
And what do you think is the first thing you might eat tonight? Is it gonna drive you to eat anything tonight?
Yeah, I'm totally gonna. My stomach is literally growling. I don't know. I have Cheez-Its and I fucking fuck up Cheez-Its.
Ooh, I do love Cheez-Its.
Yeah, and it's the duo, so it's the Parmesan and the sharp cheddar, so you get both in there.
Wow.
Also a bowl of cereal. I love bowl of cereal. I can't help it. I'm literally terrible.
No, it's great.
It's like I don't eat cereal in the morning like it's when it's meant to. I only eat it at night when I'm like fucking 4 bowls in. I'm like, may as well get a 5th.
The key with cereal is to get a tiny bowl so that it doesn't look that bad.
Are you kidding me? I literally get a Pyrex bowl.
I'm screaming.
Let's go.
Hey, why not? I'm down for that. Why not? Wow. Okay, very, very fair. Big shout out to everybody eating cereal out the big bowl. Big shout out. Dude, I miss cereal. Cereal's great. Okay, thank you, Emily. And I am gonna get us started on this scale of 1 through 10. This is the Sesame Ginger cooking oil from Ola. The effects have 1 trillion% hit me. Like, hit me. I am sitting here. I've been awake this whole time, listening this whole time. I am forcing myself to nod my head as people are talking so that I do not drowse off. It's that, like, overwhelming right now. It's, yeah, dude. I'm like, I'm trying. And my eyes are like closed. You know how people like open sesame? My eyes are like closed sesame. Literally, Sesame Ginger. Closed Sesame got the title. Boom. But it's exactly what it's giving me. Everything feels ultra relaxed and somewhat numb. My body feels like it's ready to go into the cryo chamber. Like if Walt Disney had his head frozen or whatever, I feel like this is what they gave him before that. Like to prepare him to be frozen forever.
It took me a second to even realize the sentence coming out of your mouth and process that. Like, that's how crazy that was. I was like, okay, wait, what the fuck did he just say?
Hey, honestly, I'm waiting for them to unthaw him any day now. Any day now. I feel like I'll see it in my lifetime. I really do. I really do.
Put up in an oddities museum.
You might work on the display. You never know.
Shit, you never know.
They better pay you $25 billion to do it too. That man got money. They better pay you. Actually, start emailing them now.
I would.
Start emailing them now.
I'd learn for that much money.
What? Yeah. Dude, you're then at that point have 1,000 kids. They're all gonna be good forever, and their grandchildren forever, and their grandchildren forever.
My dogs are gonna have such a big yard.
You literally buy Idaho. You're like, go dogs, go.
Idaho.
Kick everybody else out.
Montana.
Okay, but you got canyons. You got to be careful.
True, but Montana's still so beautiful.
It's very true. Very, very true. I could see.
For all of it, just the parts I want.
One city, the main city. Oh my God, craziness. Or you can buy an island.
Oh yes.
Fuck shit up. Yes.
I would fucking love an island.
But okay, as far as if you could buy an island, which sea would it be in? Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Caribbean?
Oh, those are warm.
Great choice. Motherfucking great choice. Only thing you gotta worry about is hurricane season, but it's a great choice. Still
Terrified of hurricanes. But living on an island, I feel like that's something that
comes with it.
It comes with it.
And the insurance covers it.
Water, yeah.
There's
Right.
insurance.
Well,
Although I don't
really be prepared for all the things that you have in your house, though, and animals, and oh god, yeah, about all that.
I mean fair. But also on an island you'd be surprised there's not as many animals as you think.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
My pets.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I know. I was also really surprised to see that. I have a friend that lives over in England, but it's an island, and he's like, yeah, it's much different in America. You guys have a lot more things than we do, like animals and waterfalls and
Yeah.
mountains. He was like, at least over there, they're not as much, at least where he lived anyway, so I was like, damn, cool. I only have been on the West Coast. I haven't traveled outside of that. And I think the furthest I've been in is like Vegas.
Beautiful.
So, well, actually, Salt Lake when I was younger, but I don't remember that.
Big shout to Utah. Yes. Okay. I'm screaming. Very. Oh man. But Utah's also very beautiful. But okay, very fair. And then, but yes, this is like it's potency. I'm giving it a 10. I'm giving it a 10. This is really done really well. Flavor. I'm giving it a 10. Very, very pleasant. Overall, the fact that you give single servings or double servings for people to try it before they make the commitment to buy a bottle is priceless. The fact that you have
Or a little bit expensive too.
yes, and the good thing is these are both discountable. Like the bottle and the sample size are discountable. So you can really knock it down, especially on a Monday. Oh man, you're like, I just want to try this. And then to just have something in your repertoire after you know you like it, to buy it next one, come in next Monday, buy it, and store it in your cabinet. Great. Amazing. Overall, this is Ola's Sesame Ginger Cooking Oil. I'm going to give this a very, very solid 9 out of 10. Things that I would change. What would I change about this, Malcolm? The directions on the back, 1,000%. I'm not pouring this on anything. Number one, it must be sauteed. I also don't know that I would want this in a drink That's a lot of oil.
That is a lot of
You know what I mean? This shit big as hell. This is big as hell. This is a lot of oil, dude. You know what I'm saying? My hand. And this shit is full. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's one of the things I would change. And then also, these are tough flavors. The sesame and ginger is the easiest of the bunch. And the vanilla is kind of easy to work with. But like, if you are doing like, let's say a single, like something, like a single plate, what the fuck am I gonna put this vanilla walnut in? You can bake a cake with this, you know what I'm saying? Sure. Or brownies, sure. What sweet is a single that I'm gonna put this in? A pancake batter, you know what I'm saying? Which you could, but even that's not a single, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what do you put this in that makes it a single as a sweet?
A mug cake.
A what?
Mug cake.
Like a microwavable one?
Yeah, like those
What-
mug cakes I used to make all the time in high school.
Which is a great idea. They need to put that on the scanner QR code. Instead of doing carrot cake fried yaya with drizzle jajish, they need to have mug or microwavable cake. You know what I'm saying? 100%.
They need to understand the people that they are also marketing to. This is not
Yes.
just gourmet chefs, you know.
Yes.
I understand that that's where I think that it originated from.
Yes. She is a chef. And also, Emily, the events they do.
Yeah.
Big shout out to them. Big shout out to
I
them.
was looking at their website earlier today, and it looks fucking sick, and
Sick.
I love it, you know.
Yes.
But also like when they're in dispensaries, people are looking at it like that's a lot of oil to consume for how much THC is in it. So if you look at the bigger bottles, that's more oil, even though it's more THC, it's still more oil.
Right.
So you would have to use more, and like, in what?
Right.
You know, that was like my only dilemma was just like, over ice cream, does that work?
No.
Milkshakes? No.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
not like that. If it was like a drizzle, maybe, but like.
Right. If it was like a chocolate sauce or a caramel or, yeah.
Oily.
Yes.
It's just like, I wouldn't want to just drink that, or I wouldn't want to just put it over things. It would hurt my stomach, to be
Yes.
quite frank, I
Yes.
feel.
Yes. It has, and I think they also should label it cooking oil.
Cooking oil,
Yeah.
yes. That's too confusing. We already have oil.
Exactly. And also we have the what is it, super infusions. Even that is this big and got 300 fucking milligrams. You know what I'm saying? So like,
People are not gonna want, because people use the infusions to cook anyway.
Exactly.
And it's, the only thing is that they're not flavored.
Exactly.
So they just taste like straight up coconut oil, which
Yes.
is more malleable for different recipes because there's not a flavor assigned to them.
exactly.
So this is a niche product for sure.
Very much
Very
so.
niche.
Yes. And also with those super infusions, I have had people tell me they just drink them, but also it's less than a 1 ounce thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can shoot that. Ain't nobody shooting this, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then to be like, oh, shoot it and then see if I'm halfway yet. No, too much.
I'm not,
Yeah.
no.
But,
I'm not gonna want to go back in for a second swig after a first. I'm gonna be like, ugh,
No.
ugh.
yeah.
Why did I do that?
Absolutely. Yeah, not fun. But I'm gonna give it all things considered. This is a 9 out of 10. I'm so happy this is a new company that we're carrying. A big shout out to her. I believe this is a woman created company as well. I didn't get a chance to look at her name. Don't kill me if she's watching this ever. But big shout out to her. And this is Ola Cannabis once again with the Sesame Ginger Oil. Now, Katie, what are we thinking on that scale of 1 through 10?
So, the night gets like, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I didn't like how it came out of the packaging. The fact that it comes with all this residue on the bottom.
Ew.
And just trying to take it out of the packaging and it destroys half the information you're trying to get into it. It docks at a point.
Hate that.
And
And also, one last thing, Katie. I know a lot of people are like, well, what do you expect them to do? Perforated lines going down it. That way you can zip, it rips same way, but then you can neatly put it back if you want to read it. Continue. Sorry.
Like, I tried my best to keep it, but even this is, I just don't like how sticky it was too, like getting it out. I was drifting it to pieces. That was frustrating. And not that there's like vital information, but there's also a lot of good information on here of how they make it, how fast it's gonna work,
Right.
how to take it.
Right. Even if it's a story, you put it on there for a reason. So I want to be able to read it, and if I can,
Yeah. But it gets a big boost in points for how fast it works. Like, you could use these pretty much anywhere. It's just a tablet. Like, there's no weed smell, there's no weed taste you have to chew through. You're not adding it to anything. There's nothing special. It's water. You could do soda. I just took it with water because it told me to take it with water.
Okay.
And pop it like a pill, and it works really fast. Like, I am so stupid. And I smoked the full bowl of the shrimp cream pie. I can't even speak. That's what
You high ass.
As she should be. As she should be.
Yeah. The
Very
shrimp
fair.
cream pie gets a 10 out of 10. I agree with that guy.
Dude.
I'm kind of mad I got the Obama push tonight.
Hey, we got more of it.
More of that.
Yes. We definitely have more of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Big shout out. And that is, the shrimp cream is, what farm?
Blue Roots.
Beautiful. Excellent. Okay, the shrimp cream pie from Blue Roots and the Elegant Solutions nighttime capsules. And they also have daytime capsules as well.
That's cool.
Yes. So big shout out to Elegant Solutions. Trying something different. And thank you, Katie. And Katie, because you thought you were safe. Favorite dish with, ready? Favorite dish with, oh. Favorite dish with margarine. Go. 5,
Ooh,
4,
that's a lot of margarine.
3, 2,
I like
1.
smashed egg on toast.
Okay.
So like, and I know it's like called like stepped on or smashed egg. It's where you like cook one side, flip it, let it cook, and then smash the middle so that it cooks partially.
Yes.
But I love it on toast. It's like just margarine, not butter. It has to be margarine for me.
Okay.
On toast with the egg and sometimes avocado.
Ooh. Very, very good.
It's so good. It's so simple, but it has to be margarine for me.
Excellent.
I can't do just butter.
Okay.
It could be like how I grew up, so.
Excellent. Hey, that's not a bad table to be at. I'll tell you that much. Excellent. Okay. Thank you, Katie. And then Wanda. Every time I get to you, you're so close. I want to say Wendy. I've done the hundreds of episodes with Wendy, and every time I get to you, I'm like, what? But I'm like, damn it, it's Wanda. Okay, Wanda, what are we thinking on that scale of 1 through 10?
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Okay.
Because of the two things with the packaging, I would hope that they would get like the writing a little bit better. That's like the main thing that kind of bothered me. Because it's like, especially if you're someone that really does care about that and you want to know like everything about it, you want to be able to read it.
Right.
And for me, it was hard to read it.
Gotcha. On that black tube, is the writing also a darker color?
It's in like a bluish color.
That pisses me off.
Yeah.
Dude, write it.
It's like a light blue, but like because the black background, it's just not good contrasting colors because it's almost like a grayish blue.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, for what? And that's a very simple fix as well. When it comes, and like also I get it, your name is Blue Root, so you want to write the logo in blue, I get it.
Exactly.
But but also I need to read my shit. Now, would you, and being with Blue Roots, this is the permanent marker?
Yes.
Rocking. Okay, excellent. Okay, so 8.5 total. Is this a strain you would try again from Blue Roots in the pre-rolls, or would you try another one just from Blue Roots, but not the permanent marker?
Both. I would try this one again. I liked it. And then I would also try others. I'm actually interested in trying more from them.
Okay. Okay, hell yeah. Okay. All right, very fair. Okay. And then Wanda, because you thought you were safe. Number one, what is your favorite dish with cardamom? Go. 5, 4, 3,
Ramen.
2. It's a great choice. It's a very good choice. Very, very good choice. Cardamom is great, and there are many different types of cardamom. Not many different. There's like 4. Green cardamom, pink cardamom, and I'm sure there's now genetically modified cardamom come out the things. Do you know there's a grape apple, a grapple? Have you heard of this?
No.
There's a grape. I watched a UK like story or something like this, and this guy was like, I was hanging with these Americans, and because the joke was like Americans modify everything, like everything over there is fake. He was like, oh man, you got to try this grapple, and the UK guy was like, are you taking the piss? Like, are you fucking with me right now? And the guy was like, no, like it's a grapple, it's an apple, but it tastes like a grape. And he's like, surely enough, I bit it. He's like, it's got the same texture as an apple, but it's got like the like essence and perfume of grape. And I was like, that just blew my mind and also pissed me off. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we always got to modify everything? And as Americans, like why? Why? Why do we have to add progressive growth hormones to flour? Why? I'm never going to let this go. But nevertheless, big shout out to all the grapples worldwide. Big shout out to all the grapple farmers worldwide cheating the market. Now, thank you, Wanda. And Emily, what are we thinking on that scale of 1 through 10?
I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10 for me.
Okay.
The high was nice. There was no strong flavor.
Gotcha. What is this one again?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oreos articulated.
Bomb.
I am absolutely terrible at that.
No.
I didn't like the insane amount of Scoobies. I mean, you also look at the tube, wherever it went. Oh, I tossed it. I mean, you can kind of see all the Scoobies in there.
Right.
I expected it. And plus, for what it is, it's fine. But also, there are other things for like $4. I'm so sorry. But also, can I say Fat Panda dropped in price?
Yes. Yes.
That is wild.
Wild.
So we literally have options. I mean, I understand you want multiple articulated is the way to go.
Yes.
Don't do wildfire anymore.
No.
Literally, I'm boycotting that. I'm actually telling everybody that buys wildfire
Yes.
to buy articulated.
Yes, boycott.
Boycotting it.
Also, and
stupid American flag tubes.
yeah, come on now. Yeah, you got to change it. But also, Panda dropped down. I guarantee you, High State drops down back to what they were. I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Because here's the thing, competition.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And people are gonna flip when High State goes down $1 again. They're gonna love it because people were shocked. People were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it." But continue, Emily. Sorry.
I think that was pretty much it. I'm hungry. I'm excited to eat. I had a kind of a fuck it day. I was very like in a weird mood. People were kind of shitty today, a little off. And yeah, I just was ready to go home and smoke and was almost ready to be super disappointed by this, but I am pleasantly surprised. So,
Yes.
but I am going to continue to smoke other things too.
Okay, what are you gonna smoke next?
Cron mega bitch.
Hey.
It's a classic. Literally can't go wrong with this one. And I'm pretty sure about the last one. And I whited it out.
Emma's like, so don't go looking for it tomorrow.
Inventory.
Yep, that's right.
I whited that bitch out.
That's right. T-shirt. I whited this bitch out. Oh, that could go 1,000 different ways. That could be like blocking a number too. That's good. That's good. Very funny. Okay, very fair. And then Emily, because you thought you were safe, what's your favorite dish with? Let's see. What's your favorite dish that is the color purple? Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Go. Go.
Blackberry ricotta toast.
Great choice.
I don't know. That's just. I was trying to think purple, and I have been eating ricotta, blackberry, and blueberry toast.
Excellent.
It is so good with honey drizzle on it. So bomb.
I would eat that. I do like ricotta a lot. I do. I really do. Also, the only reason why I said that, big shout out to Kate's Ice Cream. I was on a date at Eam, and every time I go to Eam, I go to Kate's Ice Cream after. They have it's the seasonal flavor of their shop right now is ube, which is a Filipino yam, and Malcolm, what's the other one? Oh my God, what's the other one? It's light blue. Oh my God. Can't remember. But that's okay. Big shout out to Kate's Ice Cream. The ube is like the darkest purple. And like I work for Chebe Poetry. We have ube in like 10 different things. But the purple color is just so vibrant and incredible. And Kate's Ice Cream is in Northeast. Big shout out to Portland Northeast. Yes, Black community. Yes. And it is vegan and gluten-free. Every single option. They are insane. And their owners are so adorable. And I believe there are 2 females, and they are a couple. And Kate, her name is Kate, and she's fantastic. And yeah, rock and roll. Definitely must shout them out and go check them out. But great answer, Emily. And thank you. But it seems as though this has brought us to a close because I cannot keep my eyes open. I'm trying, literally, my mouth is.
Katie, at one point you were literally doing this.
Yeah.
I was like, that bitch is asleep.
The new JG. Big shout out to JG too. Big shout out to JG.
I'll never forget when he logged in, but
yes.
had his camera off and just was a part of the podcast for the entire time, but was knocked the fuck out.
Yes, multiple times. He's done that on multiple occasions. JG's funny. But also, big shout out to his son, Malcolm. What the fuck is his name? Oh my God, Malcolm. No, this is when it counts. Okay, ready? Not Jonah. What's his son's name? Oh my God. I'm sorry, JG. Big shout out to his son, though, who has a mountain biking tournament this weekend, who's going to fuck shit up, and he's going to do great, and he's going to be amazing, and they're going to have a blast. Big shout out to his son and a downhill mountain biking race is what it is. He races mountain bikes around, which is so rock star, which is so great, like a little mongoose. I'm sure he rocks and rolls. I want to say it's Jaden, but I can't remember. And I'm blaming the oil. But nevertheless, long live that man, and big shout out to him. But it seems as though this has brought us to a close. I want to give a big shout out to everybody rocking and rolling and smoking weed worldwide, eating weed worldwide, and enjoying Mary Jane, popping weed worldwide, and enjoying Mary Jane. We appreciate y'all. Keep the movement going. It is not legal everywhere, and that blows my mind. Not everybody can do this, and that blows my mind.
Yes,
we got to make a change.
Locked up for it.
Getting locked up for it, which is crazy.
Still
and still. So we got to shine bright as bright as we can to reach all of those corners and all those dark places and spread that light. Big shout out to Mary Jane, man. You know we appreciate you so much. I appreciate Mary Jane so much. I'm a person that believes in speaking out loud and manifesting. I say I love Mary Jane so many times throughout the day. Love her. You are the best. She is the best. Without her, there are ridiculousness, mayhem. But nevertheless, it seems as though this is brought us to a close. Remember to say hi and humble, y'all. To my coworkers and colleagues, thank y'all. Appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Peace, y'all.